Primary, secondary. I do both.
View.
Too funny.
Gallery. Here we go. Okay, now it's like a split screen. There we go.
Hey!
Did it for you too?
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. I see enough of myself on a daily basis. Let's talk about your room, James.
All right,
what do we got? I need to see.
So,
I need to see some stuff.
I've seen. I haven't done a whole lot of research on you, but I know you're a Voltron guy, and I see
I
that
am a Voltron guy.
I see that you follow Super7 on Instagram, and
indeed.
So yeah, I've got some stuff over there, but
oh no, it's impressive. Yes, definitely a Voltron guy, and it all kind of ties in to MagiQuest. All this stuff is all connected, just like the Force unites us. Dude, that's impressive. Wow, this MagiQuest thing lives on. It's so amazing. How did you get exposed to MagiQuest?
Great Wolf Lodge in like 2007, 2008.
Really?
I've been playing since before I was in first grade. It's been a long time.
You're a Magi
I'm a
fan
vet.
for life.
I've been around.
Veteran of the Magic Wars, the Magi Wars. Let me tell you what it was like, season 1. Yeah, this is great. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't even know where to start. These characters are a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun revisiting it. It was certainly a fun time. I can remember some of the folks involved, and hopefully I can leave fans with some little Neland Quivermore tidbits that might want them wanting more should they go down the line, because now Neland's, well, he's a little more middle-aged, let's just say, and there's no trick or face cream that can help that. But nonetheless, we still have a trickster all inside of us. So just takes a little caffeine and you're on your way.
You're killing me here, man. Oh my, dude. I'm trying so hard to not say foul things right now, but I just can't contain my excitement.
No, man, it's good. And, looking back, I'd forgotten about Snort and that character. And then I think the Goblin King, too, was one I ended up doing on there. But we'll try those voices on and see. But that's cool, man. So are you still involved? Tell me about the community and tell me a little bit more about where you're coming from.
So how much do you know about like what's gone on in recent years? Do you know anything that's happened?
I just know one time I hopped on a Discord very early on, 3 years ago or something, and they were like, "You're Neland Quivermore?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm Neland Quivermore. I don't know what, I'm just an actor guy. I got paid, blah blah blah." But yeah, it's me. And then they were quizzing me. They didn't think. They thought I was some imposter Neland, the anti Neland Quivermore, bizarro Neland Quivermore. But I unfortunately couldn't do this to prove my Nelandness. But that is that was quite a fun character for sure. And rewatching it, but no, I don't know what's happened. Tell me in the Magi Wars.
So I was there when that happened, but not really because I was in class.
Oh.
So I didn't get to experience that, but here we are. So
here we are. You get this. I usually save this for OnlyFans. Neland Quivermore's OnlyFans, where real good stuff comes on. Let me tell you that. Oh my goodness. All right. Neland should start. What would Znort's OnlyFans have? So tell me more. Yeah. What's for my premium content? You've got to sign up. That's where I get the good stuff. You can cut that quote out. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think I will. I think people.
We are live, starting hot. Bill's not going to give you this level of insights, the wizard. Okay, tell me more about the fan community. What's going on?
We'll talk about
how toxic. Is it toxic like every other fan community?
We'll talk about Bill later, but
oh my goodness.
But
okay.
So toxic. That's funny you bring that up because well, anyway, let's get to the actual concrete stuff, not community. So
let's get to the concrete. Okay.
You wouldn't think something like this has like an interesting history, but it's convoluted as all. So, when did you film the bits for Quivermore? Do you know like a year
Yeah, so I think it might have been 2005
Really?
area. That seems to be when some of the stuff was uploaded. Yeah, it felt like that, or 2006 or so. And I was working at the company that owns the rights to Voltron, Defender of the Universe, the classic, 80s Sentai show that I was a fan of in '84, and then got to help them with the DVD re-release. And so Voltron has its own, global fan base, huge in Australia, big in Turkey, and got to be a creative director there. But I'd always done acting on the side, doing voiceovers and pizza commercials and things here. But a lot of the folks I worked with, there was a division of the Voltron company called Vale Interactive that did a lot of interactive television gimmicks, and there was patented technology that is actually really valuable today. So we had a show that was with the Batman animated series that came out on the either the CW or the WB Kids, and our Batmobile would interact with the television. And folks may remember this on toy shelves. We also had a Wheel of Fortune game in development, and so some of those engineer folks were asked to work on the MagiQuest, but Creative Kingdoms, I believe, was the company putting it together.
Yeah.
And a guy named Dwayne Booker, who was such a fascinating guy. He was around for Trendmasters, which Trendmasters was a St. Louis-based toy company. They did the Godzilla toys. They're famous for doing the Independence Day toys. Supposedly, they had even quoted or came up with the ID4 abbreviation, because Independence Day, what does that mean overseas? So Dwayne was a really interesting guy. He had been everywhere and could get us into meetings at Mattel, Nintendo. This guy knew everybody. I believe he was involved in Disney theme parks and a lot of the items there. So Dwayne had come on to help Creative Kingdoms and brought on some of my friends to potentially work on it. Guys like Chris Chubb, Michael Grammelsbacher, Rory Sledge. And they were talking to them about how this technology could work with the wands. They ended up going a different direction, but it was always Denise and Rick, who Rick was famous for patenting the water park bucket that tips over. That was like his creation, which is wonderful. And they were spirited, creative folks. So I believe I auditioned over here on the side for it. And the St. Louis-based production company, Pickett Productions, Jeff Pickett there, helping them out, did a lot of the animation. So it was like a side thing that I can't even remember if it was a SAG gig or not. I don't think so. Yeah, had auditioned for Neland, had auditioned for that. I think I did a little Goblin King voice and stuff, and just remember having a blast inside the booth there at Pickett Productions, and them down there animating it. And I think they had fun, probably more with my outtakes, which you should look for somewhere, because heaven knows what naughty stuff Neland would say on the side. But a lot
there's
of
outtakes.
Oh, I'm sure there's outtakes. I could get in contact with Jeff and see if anybody has that stuff. Chris Mauser worked on that for many years. Teresa. So there were just a lot of folks involved in it, and it was a total blast. I mean, we shot, I believe, at the studios down there in Fenton, Missouri, and yeah, I got into the Neland outfit, and it was like, holy mackerel! I look like Howard Stern meets the Jolly Green Giant, with some blush on. And, I just let it rip and own that stuff. It was fun to see the clips on it, and just teleprompter, I believe. And I think I had some time with the scripts, and just, got into the character and just always just vamped it up and let's do it. And what are you doing? Okay, Magi. And the whole world was super cool, what they built. And, with Bill the Wizard, and then who's the princess? What was her name?
Candace.
I'm trying to remember. Candace, yeah. Her husband was the guy who wrote "Smoke on the Water."
Richie Blackmore. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That you like.
Isn't that crazy?
We get to say, because they used some of their music, it's in the game and in advertisements. So we get to say sense. That stuff Richie Blackmore made, Deep Purple and Rainbow. Yes. That's MagiQuest music, technically, which is insane to say.
When you're married to the princess, you kind of just sign over that stuff. It's fine. I think it all worked out for him. But yeah, he was there on set, I believe, and it was a blast. We got to go to the opening in Myrtle Beach, and I remember Denise. Well, I remember auditioning for, oftentimes when you're in voiceover and whatever, quote unquote, talent, you have to audition for the teenagers of the people, right? I do remember Denise putting me on speakerphone, I think, and going like, what does my teenage daughter think of this voice? And I'd do something for her. They do a snort voice. And something, oh, gosh, this machine's not working or something. And they're like, ha ha. You're like, all right, you got the part. So really, preteen daughters run this whole media world, right? So yeah, it was a fun time, but I just had a blast, and it was a working gig, got paid. I remember going to Myrtle Beach with my family, and or at least my wife at the time. I don't think my son was born, and we went down there, and I got to dress up like Neland, and we had a little vacation in Myrtle Beach and walk around and meet people live as Neland. But I think it's brilliant. And then since then, I've taken my own kids to the Great Wolf Lodge in Kansas City and done the things and been like, that's Dad's voice. I don't think Neland's on some of those. I can't remember how many seasons he survived. Somewhere,
I'll explain.
Walmart.
I'll explain the whole situation in a second.
Yes, fair enough. He's working at Walgreens. He's restocking things, and he's just saying, "You want to use your Walgreens gift card? Looks like you have a lot of points on there." We should film that. We should film Neland Quivermore. Like, what is he doing now? What's his gig? I'm an Uber driver now. It's all good. I like to meet people. You can write off all the mileage. That's your trick right there. So I can clear 100K a year easily. So that's what he's up to. But yeah, it's a great time. I listened to the Goblin King. I feel like that was maybe my voice. I remember them really deeply yet, and you could go, Magi, and just really pulling it down from the waves. James.
That's the weird thing is that I think somebody else is credited for the Goblin King on the cast list. But I was like, I doubted your skills a little bit. I'm sorry, but when you just whipped it out earlier, I'm like,
I whip it out, James.
It's absolutely you. You are absolutely the Goblin King.
To be, right? I listened to it. I thought I was. I heard the Guardian of the Goblin King.
The Goblin Guard.
Oh, that's not me. Yeah, and then I even thought I was a dragon at one time. I think I'm a lot of things, James, and in the end, I'm only a couple. But we definitely Neland and yeah, Znort was a lot of fun, and Jeff and all those animators. They're just so much fun to work with. And then there was another Jeff that designed the a lot of the prototypes and the artwork and stuff. So it's interesting. I haven't been there in a while, but it's awesome to see that the fandom lives on. And then I don't know if a lot of folks know, but there was a whole Dino Quest thing that was filmed after that. You all know about that too, right? Great.
There's a lot.
As a safari guy or something like that. And I remember that was kind of the last thing I did for them was some sort of a Dino Quest thing. And then I think I joined the union, the Screen Actors Guild, and they couldn't use me anymore. That was the end of that magic. But I still get those delicious SAG screener DVDs, and well, Neland likes that. So it's all good. It's a fantastic thing, and it's great to see it living on. So does the company, does it still exist? It sounds like the fans exist. It's so cool that, your age, you were, playing this stuff. What's been the latest as you chug your big Mountain Dew?
You don't know, do you?
I don't know.
You don't know what happened?
It's like the Sixth Sense. What happened? Holy shnikes.
So,
Shnikes.
It's bad.
Oh my god.
The world of MagiQuest is not very... It's not a very bright world anymore. So
it wasn't a happy ending.
You remember Great Wolf Lodge?
Yeah, of course.
Kind of gotta watch what I say here. I don't want to.
Yeah, careful. You might get a cease and desist.
They're
a
little evil in our eyes. So.
Oh wow.
The game was going great. 2005 was when it opened. Myrtle Beach was the first location, and then
I was there.
They partnered with Great Wolf to bring the game to the hotels and all that. So then a location in Pocono showed up. Then Williamsburg opened, which is where I first started playing.
Okay.
And there was new content added to the game every single year for 5 years straight.
Yes.
And then 2010 rolled around. Nothing after that. And then in 2013, a little game called Shadow Quest comes out, which we call the original game Legacy. So when I use the term Legacy from now, because there's a lot of terminology here. There's like 3 other games that have come out. So
I guess so.
Around that time, stuff was kind of weird, and it turns out that Great Wolf basically got ownership of Creative Kingdoms, and they own it now.
It makes sense.
So they own MagiQuest now, and
okay. So
what they've been doing over the last, I don't know how many years, is they're trying to kill Legacy and replace it with a new game. And in 2015, a trailer came out for what we started calling 2.0, which is a completely CG animated, no live action actors or anything.
Oh.
And it was kind of like a rough reboot of Legacy. They make references back to it and all that, but not at all the same game. And I have videos of it up because Williamsburg got converted to it. And then that version of the game didn't get updated for a long time. And now there's a third version of the game, which we're calling, well, we shouldn't know it, but due to sources, the project was called MagiQuest Plus, which is another reboot. So now they're trying to kill off 2.0. It's convoluted. So basically, long story short, they're trying to kill off everything Legacy right now.
Right.
Myrtle's been closed for like 6 years.
Oh.
And it was demolished. The building no longer exists.
Oh my goodness.
And
Snort's hanging out there somewhere and stealing the aluminum. Wow, this is crazy.
And the thing is about Snort is that he hasn't been around since 2009.
Yeah, times have been tough.
He was taken out in 2009 to that space was used for a different expansion. It was another dragon fight that was used in that area. So
well, that's cool.
Snort's become kind of a meme, and in fact, hold on. One moment.
Snort's waiting for those sweet residual checks.
I made a little something. I don't think anybody has seen this. I showed it to a couple people, but I 3D modeled.
Oh, Snort Gray.
Here lies the famous Snort, 2005 to 2009.
We are gathered here to do me. Oh my gosh, you need to send me a picture of that. That is totally amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm back from the dead. My reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
But
this is great. Holy mackerel. Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
that
it's
just sucks. I mean, that's the biz. Have the breaks, kids. Yeah, I mean but it makes sense. The Great Wolf would take it over, and I just hope the original inventors got it out and everybody made a little money and felt good. But it's so cool that the fandom lives on. And I can't remember when Neland. It felt like season 2 or whatever. Neland was gone. Maybe he scared kids. I don't know.
He was he was going to be used for other stuff, I'm sure. I don't really know, but he was in the original. Like you were in the game from day one, but Quivermore never made it to other locations like lodges, because lodges had a much more dumbed down kind of. It just didn't have the exact amount of content that Myrtle had, because Myrtle had a lot more space to work with compared to a lodge.
Yes. It's a beautiful spot. I'm sorry to say that it was demolished, but had a good run, and I'm sure the COVID-ness of it all wouldn't have been fun. But I still keep in touch with a lot of folks, who were my friends before, and this is great. Yeah, the Discord on there. So always happy to interact with the community. I wish I had more juicy backstage insights and drama, but it was just a really fun time to put that stuff together. And the animation, I think that's where the next thing you should dig a little deeper on and see what chest opens up when we get a hold of Jeff Pickett and see if there are any outtakes or footage that we could get a hold of. I'll have to reach out and see if Neland's still got the stroke, James, but who knows?
I think we have tried, because Jeff, he actually showed up on the subreddit, and he did a whole Q&A thing about story. Great. And he doesn't. It's not Pickett Productions anymore. It's CG Studios. I think he sold it or something, and he doesn't. Yeah. I don't think he has access to any of that stuff anymore.
That sucks.
So we tried, but
thing.
If you could do a little
sniffing,
sniffing around, then maybe.
Yeah. Neland will creep around. He'll put on his special slippers of silence and walk in there and see if he can find a beta SP tape with all this stuff on it. Familiar with that stuff from the Voltron fans. Got a lot of archive stuff, so understand. And it's great. I mean, you never know what you're going to do that it will live on and take a life of its own. So, strong finish, as we say. It's a strong finish on all this stuff. So it's awesome. So where does the fandom? It sounds like you guys are tracking on the 2.0 stuff. I take it you were a member. You got to the highest achievements and things. What was your fan experience like?
Like in the community or in the game
Yeah,
or
yeah, in both, in game and then community. How did the community start up?
so I don't know. I joined kind of right around when the Discord was made because it really all kind of stemmed from. Well, I'm sure you know Sin. He's the one that got
Yeah,
us in contact.
he was a Voltron fan too. Yeah.
And so he made a very infamous video. You could probably go watch it later, but he explains the whole Great Wolf situation a lot
Oh
better than
wow.
I did. And
Secrets exposed.
so he owns the subreddit, and I think that's how I found out about the Discord. I joined the Discord, and that was like 4 years ago now. So I wasn't the most intelligent. Well,
Fan.
I'm not like super mature. I'm only 19 still, but you know I was still in high school.
Oh, you
then,
are?
and
The
I
beard
was-
fooled me. Yeah, fair enough.
How old do you think it was?
I don't know, man. You look like you're in your 20s. Beard stuff. It's good.
But
Mature. Look like you're in high school. My son's in high school. He doesn't look like that.
I haven't graduated for like a year or so, a little over a year. But anyway, so yeah, I was kind of stupid when I first joined, and I caused some things, and then I was banned for like a year. But then I came
Oh,
back,
my.
and
Came back a new person. You'd learned your lesson.
now I am.
That's funny, man.
I'd like to
Now
think
you're
I'm
taking up the mantle.
a well-valued part of the community because I make a lot of YouTube videos on the game
Good.
and
Turned it around.
haven't
Well, have we
uploaded
done
in 3
why,
months.
why don't we do a Magi Con? Is there a Magi Con that we can all get together, Williamsburg or somewhere where it's still going, Kansas City, and bring in some? That Kansas City would be perfect because then you could get some of the folks who worked on it out of St. Louis there. What's the deal with Bill? Have you guys reached out to him, Mr. Wizard? No, can't talk about him.
I can't talk about that. Well, that makes it obvious. I have. I've been talking with him, seeing if you and
He'll do it.
him. Oh yeah, he's down. It's just
Okay.
finding
Keep it secret for the next.
finding a means of communication is the difficult part.
What? Why does his wizard ass do some zooming? I'll text him right now on the we're Facebook friends.
I keep trying to.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about him too much. Well, whatever.
All right.
But he
What, is there a restraining order? What are we talking about?
he keeps thinking that we're gonna like do it over the phone or something, and I don't know how to record
Yeah,
stuff
that
over the
makes
phone.
sense.
But
That makes sense.
there is one
What's his last name
location,
again?
Stein, Stine.
That's right. Yeah, I got him right here.
Yeah,
Got
I
you,
have his
Bill. I got you.
I have his phone number. He just gave it to me because I found him on Facebook. But
Hey, I'm doing an interview with James. For MagiQuest.
are you texting him?
Don't you get your... Yeah, I'm texting him right now. MagiQuest podcast. Your fine wizard ass needs to do one too. Suck on that one.
Are
that
you
okay?
actually saying that to him?
No, but I think I will now.
God.
Love Neland. Love Neland.
Because we were talking, working stuff out, but
I sent it.
I got really busy with some stuff, and
You ghosted him? You ghosted the Grand Wizard?
I
Mm.
kind of did. I'm sorry, but
Mm.
stuff wasn't going
James.
too great for James. All right.
Come on now. Don't give me
Thing
that
got
shit.
real.
Star Wars looks good. Everything looks good. You've got it. Now you're a
Where's my wand?
member of the community.
I'm tired of you
Let's
waving
do
at
this.
it.
This isn't even a wand. This is my thinking stick that an intern gave me. It's got some Voltron because I use it. It might as well be the wand. There was a company that did. I don't know if you guys are fans of this stuff, but Sepia, a toy company in town that a lot of Trendmasters folks. There was it's kind of similar. This wizard wand from Dragons, Fairies, and Wizards is an interesting toy line. Some of these are probably on eBay now, but there's like a LED screen in there, not unlike MagiQuest. And I'm not saying these were related in any way, but there's a LED screen, and if you did certain movements with it, different LED lights and things would come up there. So just thought there'd be some fan crossover there at some point. But yeah, it's good. I work, Cool Fire Studios now, which is a content studio in St. Louis. Get to do, funny lawyer videos. We actually do funny ones with lawyers mixing cereal, and we do a show for the St. Louis Blues. This Cool Fire does a lot of television series for HGTV. We had a show, Murder Unboxed, that was on the Quibi network, and then Quibi died. And then now it's on Roku, which is so much better to be on. So I'm having fun creating content. Don't do too much voiceovers and things these days. Just my kids get a lot of that stuff when they're like, do an Elmo voice. And
Elmo wants to say, you better go to bed right now, or he's going to suffocate you.
Or something like that. So it's good. There's every once in a while something will come up and I'll do a Schnook's voice or something for a grocery store or commercial. But always love that. Got to do some voices for the Voltron Force series I produced in 2011 that was on Nicktoons, which was right before the whole Netflix takeover of everything. So it's a lot of fun, and I have such fond memories of it. But I'm pushing for MagiCon. You guys do a MagiCon. I will MagiCon. I will get in the RV and I will drive to MagiCon.
There is one standalone location left in the world, the entire world, and it's
in Japan.
Nope, both of those are gone. So. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And
let's go.
If you want,
I'm in. I'm just saying.
I'm planning.
Unite. This is Neland Quivermore saying, "I'll see you at MagiCon."
I'm planning a trip with a couple of friends in March. So,
really,
if you're free in March,
time to do it.
There's no way.
Toss me the dates.
Would you?
I'm crazy, dude. Yeah,
you're crazy.
I got an RV, man. Yeah, I'm nuts, man. We literally have talked about going to Tennessee during the kids' spring break. So if the dates work out, plus I'm nuts, I'll go, man. Of course I'd go. Party with everybody. Party with Neland.
You think Bill would go?
Let's go, baby. Yeah. What's he doing?
There's no way. Fine. There is no way.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
let's get it going.
Imagine if.
Who else? Where's Candace at? She probably still looks good. Let's go. Let's get it, Richie. Let's go.
If Richie pulled up, I would sob.
Right.
Let alone if you pulled up, I would cry. But
Neland in an RV. I gotta find the outfit somehow. That's the only way to. We're doing shots at the bar.
Do you have it?
Neland Quivermore. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I have no idea where that would be. But I think we could ballpark it. But yeah, I'd love to check in with Denise and Rick and see what they're doing. But I'm dead serious. If you guys are going in March, just call it MagiCon. We do this for Voltron. There's a VoltCon that takes place in Indiana, and I'll go and show up, and it's fun, man. It's fun meeting fans and things, and it's just, again, you do it because it's fun and there's creative people, but the impact that it has on you as a child, like, that's the real magic here, James. Which is great. It is the real magic. Turns out magic is real. And it's the love the fans have for MagiQuest. And that's one to grow on. And knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I swear to God, I'm the Goblin King. Can we make that law right now? That Goblin King. I mean,
that was the voice of the girl you have bested me, Magi. Now I need you to go change my adult diapers or something.
I mean, like, what can we do? What? That was a hidden. You had to special do something.
I am pooping my pants.
Wait, do you want stuff? Wait, say that again. Sorry.
I am pooping my pants, Magi.
All right.
I do custom. I'll do your voice. Like that.
You reached the voicemail of James.
How do you say your last name?
Oh, that's not my actual real name. It's just.
Oh, that's true.
I don't want that showing up in the video.
No, that's fine.
You've reached James' voicemail. This is Neland Quivermore saying you've reached James' voicemail. For the real magic, after the beep, leave him a message with the magic spell. Otherwise, piss off.
There we go. Neland's just getting blue. He's just working it. Look at you.
You are.
Well, this is good. You're going to get Bill on. He's not going to be as funny, but that's fine. And then I give him.
I can't say.
Wizard's balls.
I won't say who the third person is, but I just got in contact with them yesterday.
Really?
I don't know if you know them.
Answer me that.
They're
Oh, is
They
it the girl
are-
that does the? She was like the elf and stuff later.
oh yeah.
Maybe I don't
Which
know.
one?
I don't know. I saw some of the new stuff and I was like, oh, they're using somebody different. I kind of lost things. They did like a forest theme or something, or maybe they were pitching like a zoo or something. I remember. You ought to have Chris Mauser on. He would tell you a lot of the stuff behind the scenes. I'll text him too right now.
Chris Mauser.
Chris Mauser. Yeah, I'll send you his email.
I'm not familiar with that name. I know Denise and Rick.
You wouldn't, but he did like website stuff. He would be able to tell you that. I'll give you his email and stuff. You can get him on. He'd tell you some stuff. Yeah, for sure. He knows a lot of the stuff going on.
But yeah, I
And he
would
has a
like
great
to get
laugh.
Denise.
Denise would be good.
I think, I don't know. I wanted to get Bill on first.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
start
The
with
core
him.
characters.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
maybe like do Denise last.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
That's it. You bring her in. The queen.
she's
coming in
the,
last.
the brain.
The queen bee. The brains. Yeah, that was all. It was a blast, man. It was a blast. Well, I appreciate you having me on the show, and let's get MagiCon going. That's
MagiCon.
Neil's big idea. MagiCon 2023. Calling all Magi's. Bring those wands and your singles, and let's go to MagiCon.
So
I'd come. I'd do a shot with you guys. Sure.
do you have a limited amount of time? Or like do you
I
have
can still go. Yeah, we got whatever, another 10 minutes or so. What else you got?
All right, so let me hit you with questions. We just got
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
all right.
Q&A.
So when was the last time that you've been to a location? You said you've been to Kansas City.
my.
When was that?
Kansas City must have been 10 years ago now, at least, if not 8 or so. My kids were super little, and yeah, that freaked them out to see. Well, I don't know if they care. Hey, that's that's Dad's voice there as the old Goblin King. I don't know if you know that, but there was no Neland, so it was just the voices, and so I'm not even sure Snort was in there, like you said, but it's cool. Yeah, no, it's great. Great Wolf Lodge is a fantastic place. For when you're parents and you just need a place to get
Just let the kids run, yeah.
Vegas, yeah, it's like Vegas, and they got a bar, so Neland's happy. What else you got?
Well, do you talk to any cast members today? You were just texting Bill.
Yeah,
So-
Facebook friends with Bill. I'm trying to remember who else I would have interacted with there. I didn't get to know Candace too well, but that was mainly Bill, and maybe I almost would think Chris Mauser would have done some voices because he did voices stuff too, but mainly the people behind the scenes, like a Jeff Pickett and things. I could still talk to him or whatever. Those who would still talk to me. But we every time we get together we laugh about MagiQuest. I'm not even laugh. Just wasn't that fun? It was a fun, special time, pre-COVID. No one knew.
Way
what
before
was coming.
COVID.
Oh my god!
Game's
Stuck
almost
all in together.
15. No,
That's
game's
crazy.
almost 20 years old. In
That's
3 years, it'll be
crazy.
20.
I mean, it's great idea, great timing.
All right, what else we got? I've got stuff so spread out.
Let it rip.
I had a couple of
Let it-
quotes, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah, you want me to regurgitate some? I'll just.
Because there's a lot of things that just kind of became jokes
Memes.
and memes. I had
Like
them written
Neland's
down. Where'd they go?
Oh, you're good. You're good. Send them to me later or whatever.
All right, is there like a text thing I can send stuff in on here?
Yeah. Yes. There's a little chat.
Where's the chat?
Let's see.
Chat, there it is.
RIP in the chat.
Big old chat button.
RIP in the chat.
All right.
Big old chat.
Did you
That
just
would
say
be the
RIP
chat
in the
button.
chat?
RIP in the chat. Can I get an RIP in the chat for Neland Quivermore?
All right, who do I get you to say this as?
Whatever you want. I'll do all of them.
As you could tell,
Because who else? You got no, disabled streamer mode. All right, give me all.
you're a monkey boy right now.
Am I gonna have to type this out? Please don't tell me to make me type this out.
Oh my gosh. You can
Copy.
say it and repeat it.
Paste. There it is. Okay.
Come on now. There it is. Where is it? I'm looking.
All right. Now I
I'm looking.
think I need you to say this as. Oh no. I think Snort would be way funnier.
Oh.
Or you could do
Here
both
we go.
if you feel so inclined.
I'll do it all. Yeah. We're going in cold. It's called a cold read, kids. Haven't even read this. Here we go, kids. Those who believe they can contain me have underestimated my power, and now in their foolishness, they send a novice to defeat me? Magi, prepare to be exposed for the amateur you are. That is so not a Neland line. That is somebody else. That's a Goblin King line. This is like Castlevania Symphony of the Night level.
It comes from a
Bad.
dragon.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, the silver
Those
dragon.
who believe they can contain me have underestimated my power, and now in their foolishness they send a novice to defeat me. Magi, prepare to be exposed for the amateur you are.
Those who believe they can contain me have underestimated my power. Now in their foolishness, they send a novice to defeat me, your buddy Snort. Magi, prepare to be exposed for the amateur you are. Subscribe to me on OnlyFans.
There you go.
Oh my
Give it
god, dude.
Give it everything, man. Holy cow. This is the thing that's going on my tombstone. Magic.
And one last thing. As Snort,
Okay.
can you say, "I was here when these portals were created"?
Yeah, sure.
I was here when these portals were created. I was here when these portals were created. Yep, I was here when these portals were created. I have indigestion.
I mean, you could do anything. We should just read tax returns as Snort, right?
If you answered one to any of the above,
Just medical.
side effects may include diarrhea.
I mean, like, we'll do it all. Well, this is great. Yeah. I want you to keep in touch. Let me know when this posts and MagicCon. Send me your dates. We're going to make this happen.
Absolutely.
It will be a humble beginning to MagicCon.
Just a warning.
We'll make it fun.
It might be a little bit because, like I said, I'm getting back into the whole routine because I
Community.
haven't uploaded in like 3 months, and
Dude.
I tried to do monthly uploads, and I did that for like a year,
That's
and
impressive. In line.
there's a video that has to come out before any of these interviews to kind of tease it, because I don't think, besides Sin and maybe 2 other people, nobody has any idea who I'm talking to. All I know is that people know that I'm doing this. So people are
Great.
gonna lose
a
their
scoop.
minds when they see
Oh
this.
my god.
So
Well, I'm happy to support the community. I think it's awesome, and my kids will get a kick out of it. And would love to go to one of those and do a MagicCon. So
Let's make it happen. Scribbly-doo, scribbly-dee, I'll see you in Tennessee.
absolutely.
let's do it. James, it was awesome
Alright.
to talk to you. I better get some work done, and my office mates will wonder what the hell is going on.
You too. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Perfect. If you need any technical things or anything else, or headshots, but you already got one, so you're good to go.
I'll
All
be in
right, man.
touch.
Perfect. Let's get Bill on this thing.
Absolutely.
Talk soon.
The magic
you.
is yours.
Oh my god. Dude.